So today we're going to be eating at Beato Steakhouse.
I'm vegan.
We're going to be eating at Beato Steakhouse. It's
somebody's on a cut-off frame.
It's a cut-off frame. If you don't know what is Beato Steakhouse, it's a dry-aged steak place that's situated in Bangsa. So today we're going to try it out and we're going to see how it goes. So if you guys don't know what is dry-aged steak is when they take a piece of meat and they put inside this box or this kind of oven where they control the temperature. In that box, it basically ferments the steak. So during that time, first two things happen. One, the water evaporates, thus leaving the steak to become much more, has a more intense flavor. It's kind of like how you reduce a sauce. The other thing is that the bacteria in the steak will break down the tendons and break down everything inside it, make it more tender, and gives that nice funky flavor. Also, I've heard. So we're here today to try it and see how it goes. If it's delicious, it's worth the money. We just started ordering. I ordered a porterhouse. They are both sharing because they are poor. And I'm boiling, getting my own steak.
She said, okay, she'll ask.
He is getting a tenderloin.
Never replied me. So I
Auntie on the camera moment ordered a ribeye. I'm super excited. So let's hope the steak turns out well. And that's it.
Save the best for last, right?
Yes.
Yo, look at that.
I was so confused with like 300. I'm like, why do you only bring 2? I can't pay for this. I can't afford.
Oh, look at that marbling on the ribeye. Oh my god. So it finally came. Everyone else came first, so let's cooked to perfection.
Yay!
Oh man, look at this.
You do realize it's pointing down. It looked absolutely amazing. The charring on it, the Maillard reaction, which is when the sugars in the meat become that nice hard kind of texture on top. And when I cut into it, it was in the perfect picked stage and everything. And when I took my first bite, I was thinking like, how tender could it be and what could it really taste like? So when I first took it in, it was super tender. I just bit through that meat and it was an inch thick. So I think it was an inch thick. Like usually, like when you bite into an inch thick meat, usually gets tiring. But when I put it inside my mouth, when I put the meat inside my mouth, no, that sounds really wrong. When I put it inside my mouth, it was so easy to bite through and everything. And the flavor was beefy, you can really taste the beef flavor, but I couldn't taste the funky flavor that a lot of critics always say like, oh, when you eat dry steak, usually you have that nice funky flavor. I couldn't taste that, so I'm not sure. It is lightly seasoned because they put a bit of the salt on top of it, but then they put salt and pepper shakers on top of it, so you can do it yourself to however liking you want your steak to be. Now, all in all, I personally think that the steak was great. It was a great experience to be in. The ambience, the servers really helpful, but then it's always the price point. The price that I paid for my steak was close to about 200. The camera woman at that time paid her steak was about 107 ringgit. So it's a really steep price for steak. I would suggest this place for meat lovers, for people who want to try a different kind of steak, don't try the tenderness of dried steak. But I would not necessarily recommend it to people who are just very casual and not really into steaks lah. Today I'm going to leave you with some glory shots of the meat. So then see you all later. What's going on, you little chicken feet? Okay.